What's going on, guys? How you doing tonight? Crazy event that happened earlier today, I believe. A Lyft driver got viciously assaulted by some like deranged guy in the back seat who should not have been riding in the Lyft in the first place. He was clearly not feeling well. The lady with him, I believe, was maybe his mom or his grandma, had called the Lyft because he wasn't feeling well. And during the course of the ride, he's complaining, "Hey, can you hurry up? I'm not feeling well." And of course, as a Lyft driver, you're not, you don't have the authority to like be running red lights like a cop or an ambulance, or drive over the speed limit or weave in and out of cars safely. None of that, because you're just, supposed to get people from A to B. So unfortunately, this guy, trying to save a couple bucks, or his mom or grandma, whoever that lady was, trying to save money from an ambulance, decided, hey, let's just call a Lyft and, have them take you to the hospital, which, Dustin did a very good live stream on that the other day, actually, called Ambulance versus Uber, or Uber versus Ambulance, something like that. And yeah, it's really not a good substitute. You should not be taking a Lyft or an Uber if you're in serious pain or in danger. That this guy did, and because he wasn't able to do what the guy wanted, yeah, he ends up getting attacked by this wild guy who seemed to be very unstable. I'm under the impression that maybe he was on drugs, maybe having a withdrawal from not having the drugs, or just a bad reaction to the drugs, feeling sick. Something he did, acting the way that he did, having, taking his shirt off during the ride, and just, his demeanor and the way that he was speaking and his facial expressions and his hair being all messed up. He was clearly just, rather whacked out, and just, yeah, clonked him from the back. I don't know if you guys saw the video. I'd like to share it with you. I don't know if I can do a screen share. Oh, what's up, Rick Reviews? How you doing, bud? Don't know if you're able to do that. So what I'll do is I'll show it to you on my phone. In case you guys have not seen this, this is nuts. This is similar to the Taco Bell executive guy, former who attacked, I think the kid's name was Eduardo Caban, or Edward Caban. And this was a few years ago, where he attacked him from behind. But I don't think it was actual fists. It was more like smacking. But still, the guy was attacking him from behind because he was drunk. And the driver was attempting to kick him out, said, hey, you need to get out. And so the guy gets mad. It's like, oh, yeah. And yeah, I'm sure you guys saw that one where he attacks him from behind, and then gets maced. This gentleman apparently did not have mace to defend himself with. He should have. Yeah, I would have been pretty upset if that was me. Okay, so let me show you this video to the best of my ability here. If I can get it to load. Bear with me here. But yeah, this type of thing should not happen, and you should be ready. You should be ready for it if it does. Have mace, have knife, have a weapon. I don't care what Uber or Lyft says. It's not worth, trying to keep your job to allow yourself to be in, physical danger. You defend yourself because you have the right as a human being to defend yourself from another human being.
Because it's blocked, there's 2 lanes. You don't see? Well, I would have been in that right lane and found that hole right there, and truck and jumped up with this thing.
Turn left on 30th Avenue. 30th Avenue.
Excuse me, man. If you're going to be disrespectful, I'll just pull over right now.
Stop! Lucky! Oh!
You what the man? You're doing nothing!
Please! Oh my God!
Just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Just seeing that pissed me off. Somebody doing that to their Lyft driver. And the fact that he's still on the loose also pisses me off, because it's like, I don't think he ordered the ride. I think the lady that was with him ordered it. But if that's the case, there should be a credit card, because obviously you can't, you know, pay for a Lyft in cash. There's a credit card on file that has somebody's name. So they should be able to track the credit card to the lady, whatever her name is, and, you know, find out who that is. Clearly it's her relative or a close friend. So that makes me mad that the guy's still on the loose. What the fuck? Lyft, what is the deal with, you know, having the customer's information and releasing that to the police? I just don't get that. This type of thing should simply not happen, which is why we as drivers need to be extra cautious and be prepared for something like that. So if you have a passenger who appears to be kind of like drunk, or is talking kind of a weird way, and you're thinking of ending the ride, because this guy didn't even end the ride. He said, hey, if you continue to be disrespectful, I'm going to have to end the ride. And that triggered the guy to go off on him. So he hadn't even ended the ride, but he was thinking about doing it. So if you're going to have to talk sternly to somebody who is like kind of like deranged that way, whether they're currently under the influence of alcohol or drugs or whatever the case, you need to be prepared for anything that passenger might do, because they're, you know, they're out of whack. So yeah, have something, have whatever you need, mace, a knife, you defend yourself. If you lose your job, you lose your job, but at least you might survive. So yeah, it's just, wow. I mean, really all he could have done in that position would be to cover up like this, you know, cover up, you know, like the typical phone call cover up technique, where you're calling home and like this. That probably would have been the best defense. But for one thing, he should have definitely stopped the car so that the guy would have gone forward a little bit. Because of the position that the attacker was in, he was like right behind the seat and was kind of like just pressed up against it. So he wouldn't have flown forward into the windshield. He would have hit the seat. But at least he would have maybe bounced off of it possibly and fallen back as, you know, wildly as he was attacking, because he wasn't like really using technique. He was just wildly attacking this guy like that. So he definitely should have stopped the car so that he could have continued to be covered up, stopped the car, taken off his seatbelt with the other hand, and then gotten out. So that's really the best thing that he could have done, would have been to stop the car, to have a moment, possibly a second, where the guy was off balance, take off his seatbelt, take out the keys, and get out, you know, as quickly as you can, and get away from that guy, call the cops, and then, you know, you can, you know, be safe from there. But imagine if this guy would have had, I don't know, maybe a weapon in his hand, there's a very good chance that he'd be dead. And even with just the fists, because he was in motion, the driver was in motion, they could have all gotten in a huge accident, and all three of them would be dead if that would have happened. So yeah, you guys just got to be, as drivers, you got to be prepared. Read your customers' facial expressions, read their behavior. You got to read their body language and be prepared for this type of thing. I've been in a situation where I've had a drunk passenger many, many times. I had a somewhat hostile drunk passenger sitting next to me who ended up trying to fight me. This was a young drunk college kid who was mad at me because his girlfriend, who I believe was also drunk, kept on touching me on the shoulder and saying, oh, you're doing such a great job. And this guy got pissed and legitimately wanted to fight me. He got out of the car, ran around to the other side, took his shirt off, and started yelling at me, calling me, hey, you fucking bitch, Uber driver, motherfucker, let's go. He legitimately wanted to fight me. Luckily, the other couple in the car, it was another guy and girl, got out and then grabbed him, because I would have had to do something at that point to defend myself. And yeah, I might not be registered anymore, but you do what you got to do, you know? Lyft and Uber, screw you, you know? You want to like deactivate somebody just for defending themselves? Okay, fine, you deactivate them, but if that happens and you're defending your life, you're going to get sued. And feel free to sue them, because it's your legal right to defend yourself. I don't care what Lyft and Uber's policy is. You can defend yourself and take them to court if they decide to deactivate you for following your own basic right. Let me take a look at some of the comments here, guys. I know a lot of you have been writing stuff, and I haven't begun to look. Let me take a look and see how you guys are doing. Rick Reviews, that Taco Man was disgusting. Sued the driver for $5 million. Taco Man. I'm not sure what you're talking about exactly, Rick Reviews. You'll have to tell me. Jonathan Tolan, how are you? Thanks for being here. Welcome to the Driver Man's live stream, Jose's live stream. I saw the video. Not surprised this happened in New York City. Pepper spray and mace, very much needed. Yeah, the guy who was attacked by the drunk Taco Bell guy had mace, and he had a break in between the attack. He had a moment to grab it and then spray the guy down because he was kind of like took a break from the hitting. And this guy had a chance as well. If he would have had mace, he would have had a chance to defend himself because there was a break between the two attacks. He viciously punched him several times and then was back. And there was at least a second or two there where he could have grabbed something to defend himself with, either mace or, I don't know, maybe like a little mini bat or something to knock the guy back. Something he could have used, because then he came back forward again, kind of got over the seat. You saw him like get in there. He even had his leg over the center console and was just like getting into the front with him and grabbing him and trying. I thought he was going to put him in a headlock. That's easily what could have happened. The guy was just nuts. Was just a total Neanderthal, that behavior. So I'm hoping that they find him soon. Hopefully they can identify him if they don't get the information from the credit card, which they should. But yeah, guys, just make sure that you're prepared for anything like that. Have whatever preparations you need. Concealed, only take them out if you absolutely have to. Because there's some cases where it is too early. But in that case, it was definitely necessary. Okay, let's roll Tina. Hey, let's roll Tina. How are you? I was upset and it wasn't me. Yeah, I was pissed. Just watching that video really gets me heated. Really gets me heated. I would have stopped the car, slammed on the brakes as hard as I could, hoped that he lost some balance, covered up, quickly unbuckled, and gotten out, probably dragged him out of the back seat and just started hammer fisting him, because I would have been livid. I would have been absolutely livid. If somebody would have attacked me like that in my car, just unprovoked like that, out of nowhere, I would have been fucking livid. Okay. I feel for the driver. Absolutely. Okay, Jonathan Tolan, and he is not even robbing him. Bullshit. Right. Okay. I'll approve that one. Okay, what else are you guys saying here? Uber should help find that guy. Absolutely. Yeah, Uber should even get involved too. Maybe make themselves look a little bit better, by helping Lyft, teaming up and them both using their resources to find this, son of a bitch. Okay, send hugs to all. Absolutely. Let's roll Tina. Let that kind of person on the loose. And Lyft has a photo profile. Yep. Yes, they do. Not even enforced. Yeah, they're not required to have their photo, which is really annoying. They should have a photo and a real name. Absolutely. Dustin has mentioned this at least, 2 or 3 times in his videos recently, especially since some of the other incidents, like the college girl being killed in South Carolina. It goes both ways. Both sides need to be safe. So we literally are at risk every day, all because Lyft and Uber don't do and make common sense policies to protect the drivers. Absolutely. Val's review. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, sweetie? Hello. Gosh, that's terrible. Yeah, maybe Uber should fit your cars with the plexiglass separating you from the back seat from now on. Maybe, maybe that's necessary. Could be. I mean, unfortunately, it would be weird and cause, it would prevent, cool people and maybe having like cool relationships, like during the ride, like, hey, high five. I've high fived my passengers before, fist bump, stuff like that. They handed me stuff, I've handed them like a bottle of water, gum, whatever. It's kind of cool. I like that human interaction that, that's me. A lot of other drivers do. And a lot of passengers like that. A lot of passengers just want to be, quiet and keep to themselves. But there are some who like to engage and, ask questions and make friends. And those are the good ones. Those are really cool people that you want to hang out with. And it's funny, those are the ones who usually tip the most. The ones who are all, arrogant or quiet and don't talk, even though they may have a lot of money. There's just no pleasing them, Unfortunately, there's just no pleasing some people. You do a good job and they're still not happy. They'll still rate you bad and not tip you, versus these really nice people who will tip you good, even if you make a wrong turn. Done it many times. Made a mistake and they still tip me well just because they liked the personality. It's the way it should be. At their expense, yes. Let's roll, Tina. How do we support your channel? Oh, thanks for asking. I mean, if you haven't subscribed, you could definitely subscribe. I would really appreciate if you subscribed. You could, I mean, I see several likes here. Thank you. You can like this video, this stream. If you haven't seen some of my other recent videos, you could watch them. Give me some likes. Share them. Actually, would be even better. If you're on Facebook and if you like a particular one of my videos that you think it has, good information or is entertaining or whatever. I know I'm a little quirky in some of my videos. I'm kind of like I like to have a combination of useful information and humor. It's just my personality. I want to be entertaining along with the good information that I provide. It's just, that just fits my personality. So if there is, any video that you'd be willing to share on Facebook or on your Twitter or on Instagram, actually on Instagram, it's kind of hard to do that because they don't let you share a clickable link. So Instagram probably wouldn't work, but you could maybe shout me out on an Instagram story. Hey, check out this guy's YouTube channel. His name is, Driverman, or maybe put the URL youtube.com/Driverman. Check him out and they could type it in if they want, if you ask them to. You could do that. You could do that on Facebook as well, Facebook story. That would be a good way. I know there's this new thing called Super Chat, which I haven't enabled yet. I got to learn how that works. I'm new to the live streaming. I know Dustin has it on his and people are able to throw him some monetary love. I don't know how to do that yet. I'll figure it out. I'll probably watch a video on it later and see how I can enable that if you guys want to do that. Not necessary. You don't have to throw me any money. I mean, it helps, whatever. I could use that for whatever resources I use to keep my videos going and to shoot my videos and things like that. We'll see. I don't have a Patreon. I mean, I have a Venmo. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, if you could just share and subscribe, Let's Roll Tina, and share some videos and that would be great. Thank you for asking. That's very, very kind of you. The Uber Taco Bell attacker ended up suing the driver for $5 million for releasing the video. Oh, yeah. That's what you meant. Okay. Yes. Yeah, he did. And I'm not even sure what ended up happening with that. Do you know? I never really heard on the news whether that actually worked or not. But yeah, that's just ridiculous, The guy attacked him. He had what was coming to him. Yeah, he should have been brought to light. Hey, this guy attacked me. He needed to be arrested and put in jail. He deserved it for his lewd behavior. And then, yeah, he said in the video when he speaks out, oh, yeah, I know it was kind of bad, but I didn't know what else to do. I was losing my job and I just had to do something. Yeah, you needed to be responsible for your actions like a man and take responsibility and face the fire because you made a big mistake. I hope he called the police right away. Yes. Val's review. I understand, driver man, but your safety should be top priority. Yeah. I mean, safety is a priority. Like I said, one needs to be safe, which is why, like I said, you got to read your passengers' actions, read their demeanor. Got to be ready for that type of thing. Just like in a normal fight, when you're, when I was doing sparring as a boxer, I mean, when you're in a fight, you kind of have to read and anticipate. You're not always going to, but you do. You know, that's part of what you have to do. You have to anticipate. When you're a server at a restaurant, you know, you are reading your customers' behavior. You know, when you're bringing them food and they're asking you for, oh, can I get a glass of water? Or, hey, guys, how is everything? You're reading their demeanor, their behavior, their body language to see how they're doing. And you can tell if they're upset or not. So we have to do that with our passengers. Okay. Oh, LMDU, what's up, buddy? Thank you for being here. Geez, I've never seen you on one of mine before. Thank you. What's up, bud? How are you? I saw you did an Uber Eats ride-along for Memorial Day yesterday. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to. I also worked yesterday and did really well. Really, really well. It was busy. I didn't expect it to be because the day before wasn't. Okay. Marquitos Pino. Hey, how you doing, man? New to your channel. Thanks. Been seeing this all day. Disturbing, but very much preventable. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure how preventable because technically the driver didn't do anything wrong. He just said, hey, you know what? You're not behaving cool. This might not work out. So he did, you know, he spoke the way he was supposed to, and he was professional about it. He said, I'm going to have to like pull over. He didn't say, hey, motherfucker, if you don't, you know, start talking better or, you know, being nicer, I'm going to kick you the fuck out. You know, he didn't say that. So he was professional about his demeanor. So I don't know how preventable this could have been because the guy was being rude and the driver simply said what needed to be said, you know, giving him a warning. Hey, that's not how you treat your driver. Could that attack have been prevented? I mean, the only way would have been like him just not saying anything, you know, like ignoring the guy. But, you know, he was just letting the guy know, hey, that's not cool the way that you're behaving. I'm probably going to kick you out. So as far as prevention, I'm not sure exactly how that could have been prevented, you know? Yeah, I'm not sure how he could have prevented that Marquitos being attacked. The guy was just belligerent, unreasonable, illogical with his attack over just simple verbal warning, you know, from the guy who was driving them. And it was stupid because they're driving. They're in motion. I mean, if the car was stopped, that's one thing, but they're driving. It just made it more dumb. So, yeah, I mean, how can you prevent having a wacko in your car? We don't know, unfortunately, because of Lyft and Uber. I mean, you know, we've had wacko Uber drivers. You know, they don't even care about the Uber drivers. You know, they kind of care about the passengers, I suppose. Yeah, well, they like them more. But even the passengers who they love, who they take priority over as far as making them happy, you know, like, you know, when they complain, give them a free ride or give them a ride credit or whatever. Yeah, they'll do that for a passenger, you know. We love our passengers. But even they get attacked and assaulted and raped and killed by drivers who have not been vetted properly. So even less for us, you know, they're, you know, definitely not vetting the passengers. Let's see here. Let's roll Tina. Yes. Enable it. Okay, I will try. Once I figure that out. Jonathan Tullen, I would donate. I have with Dustin from time to time. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate it. Assault should be charged. Yes. Yes. Okay. Marquitos Pino. Hey, driven school buses since 1994 have broken up violent fights. Whoa, 1994. Dang, 25 years. Driving school buses. Wow, bless you for your service. Seriously, that's 25 years driving a school bus of, you know, noisy ass kids. Love to you, seriously. Have broken up violent fights. I'm sure of it. Been stabbed in the forearm with a pencil. Yeah. Never warned. Oh, we're never warned. I guess you didn't anticipate it, which could happen. You're not always going to anticipate an attack. Some people are really cool and calm about it. Like there was an incident where a guy shot another guy who got into an Uber. I can't remember the city. If you guys know which one I'm talking about, feel free to comment it in the chat. But yeah, there was a guy who had gotten into an Uber ride, and then another guy Oh, no, I think they were both riding in the Uber. Were talking calmly. Everything seemed fine. And then he just pulled a gun out and shot the guy without any like type of warning or any flash of anger, just very calm, just doing his thing, you know, like every other day, lolly, you know, being nice and cool and just like nothing. So yeah, there's instances where it'll happen like that. You have no warning. The guy's just very cool. Boom, you're dead. Gets out. Nothing happened, you know. I'm just nice and calm. Just another day, you know, ending a life. Yeah, that takes experience, obviously. That guy's done stuff like that before. Stabbed in the forearm with a pencil. Yeah, that's not cool. Ouch. I hope you were okay. How did you go to the hospital or did you go to urgent care? Team LMDU, nice. I did well too. Heck yeah, I bet you did. Yeah, that's good. Yes, California guys generally do good when it's busy. You're in the Bay Area. Yeah. Busy area. I'm in LA, busy area. Lots of people, many people. Anticipate exactly. Never mind warn that you are going to pull over. Just do it if need be. My first move is to get out of with my keys. Yeah, that's what he should have done, was get out as soon as he had the opportunity. When he had the first break, couple seconds of opportunity, yeah, he should have just gotten right out, you know, because clearly he was not looking to fight back. He did not. He was not the type of person who wanted to defend himself physically. You know, not everybody does. Not everybody does. I'm the type who does. He's not, and that's okay. You know, you do what works for you. Okay. Jonathan Tolan, I did when I did Domino's before I did Uber Lyft, made nice tips. Good. Okay. Marquitos Pinos, ha. Yeah, if his mom or grandma wasn't with him, it could have been worse. Maybe. I mean, maybe. Although, I mean, she wasn't able to stop him. You can see her kind of like touching him, but I guess she was afraid to try to like pull him back because, you know, he's younger, stronger, unstable, much more aggressive. He could have like ended up elbowing her and knocking her out. So she didn't want to get, you know, she didn't want to get caught in the crossfire of her, you know, son or grandson, whatever, nephew. Yeah, she was not helping at all. So I'm not sure how much different it would have been. Her presence didn't seem to help that much, other than like some touches on, I think, the arm or the stomach, I recall, but no like actual trying to pull the guy off of the driver. Just, you know, him getting out and then her saying, "Oh my God," and he still came around and then started swinging again, as you saw from outside the car. Okay. Jonathan Tolan. It puts people in the cars and others around them at risk. Yeah. Marquitos Pinos. I meant to say never warn. Yeah, like warned, I think is what you mean. Like never warned. Like he had no hint of what was coming, I believe is what you mean. But correct me if you meant something else. I had a psycho young lady kick at my seat and go crazy. Election night when Donald Trump got voted in. Ooh, not a fan of Trump. Yeah, political emotions can get pretty bad. You know, yeah, that's why you never have political discussions with your passengers, guys, or religion. Those two topics are taboo. Just like on a first date. You do not talk about either of those two things. Politics, religion, no, not with your passenger. Because you don't know who they support or who they like. You don't know what religion they follow. And then they might ask you, "Oh, what are you? Are you Christian as well?" "No, I'm Jewish." "Oh, what are you?" "Oh, I'm Muslim." "Oh, I'm not." "Oh, yeah, you guys are blah, blah, blah. And you guys are nothing but terrorists. And yeah, you know, Catholic, you know, priests, you know, touch little boys and blah, blah. And then that could just get really ugly and a bad experience. Same thing with pods. "Oh, Donald Trump, yeah, he's, you know, a moron, blah, 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 blah." And then the other person who supports him, no, he's great. You know, unemployment is at its lowest. You know, he's smart. He's doing a great job. What are you talking about? What's your problem with Donald Trump? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, just don't go there, guys. But yeah, I can see how she got upset if she didn't like him. She somehow thought I was a Trump supporter and wanted to attack me. Well, yeah, just be careful what you say. You don't want to give them the impression that you're something that you're not. Okay, bring this in a little closer. All right. Okay, Angelo Swain, what's up, driver? Hey, what's up, Angelo Swain Hubbard? Angelo Swain Hubbard, how you doing? Angeos, actually. I'm just. Are you? Is that a Latin name? Are you Latino, Hispanic? Because it would be Angeos if you are. If not, then it would be Angelos. Okay, I'm guessing. Maybe I'm still pronouncing it wrong. You let me know. Let's roll Tina. I drove school buses for 23 years and trained drivers. Good God. Yeah, so you have a lot of experience driving crazy, rambunctious passengers just like Marquitos Pino. Marquitos Pino. Yeah, they called 911 for my boo-boo. Haha. Okay, good. Good. Sounds like you weren't hurt that bad. You took it pretty well. Good. Got it handled. I'm guessing you were stabbed by a kid. So, maybe it wasn't that hard, but still, still did some damage. Okay, Team LMDU. I do deliveries in the Palo Alto, South San Francisco area. Okay, the South San Francisco. Okay, so is that still considered the Bay Area or the South Bay Area? I don't know. Uberman Tampa. Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? Let's see here. Let me show your. What did you say here? Okay, Uberman Tampa. I have a petition to force Uber and Lyft to verify identity of riders. Okay, cool. Oops, hang on. And I guess you got to it. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that link works. Feel free to click on it, guys. If you want to check out Uberman Tampa's petition, you're welcome to. You can do that now if you want, or after the stream is over. But yeah, just make sure that you check that out if you would like to see what it's about and support the cause of better safety for us drivers, which we should. Renegade Biker 24. Okay. What did Renegade Biker 24 say? Greetings from the state of Arkansas. Hey, what's up, Renegade Biker 24? I've never been to Arkansas. Welcome to my chat here. I'm streaming from LA. If I was in that driver's position, I would have used a 10,000 volt stun gun on him. Yeah, definitely. Either that or mace. Uberman Tampa petition here. Okay, show. Here it is. Okay, there's the link. Hopefully that link works. I just showed that one as well. All right. Marquitos Pino. I had put, never mind, I meant to type drivers. Never warn any passenger like this, that you are going to pull over. Just do it. Okay, I don't know, driver man. I guess it's just my instincts. Oh, okay. Like, don't even say that you're going to. Just do it. Here's the thing, though, is the kid who was attacked by the Taco Bell guy didn't really warn him. He just started doing it. He started to pull over and said, "Oh, I'm kicking you out, man. Yep, time, I'm kicking you out." And he said it as he was doing it. He didn't warn it. He just made the decision to start doing it. And he still got attacked. So even without a warning, as you're doing it, you might still get it because, you're pulling over and the guy might be like, "Yo, what the heck are you doing?" And then the guy like, "Oh, well, I'd like you to get on my car, sir." You motherfucker. It could still happen. Marquitos Pino, right on Tina. Yay, Team LW. It's the Peninsula. Okay. We ran Tampa. I hate Tony. Okay. Renegade Biker. Let's see here. Bronc Dog. Uber is ton of risk, little reward. Yeah. At this current point in time, I would have to concur with the way that they're, that they're paying drivers, or should I say not paying drivers. Yeah, it just, like I said, that's why I stopped. Why I stopped driving is because it just doesn't seem to make financial sense. So yeah, not a whole lot of reward. unfortunately. Yeah, it's definitely risky, as we can see, very risky. But if you're just doing it part-time for a little extra cash and that works for you, the little amount you make, that's totally cool. You do what you want to do. Totally up to you. You're right. Just pull over, grab your keys, get out, then kick them out. Yep. Yeah, that's probably the safest way. Particularly if you're a female driver. Yeah. Yeah, just take out the keys, get out, run away, and call the cops. Get away from that situation. Absolutely. Unless you have training. If you're a woman who feels comfortable with your fight skills, hey, kick that cocksucker's ass. Fine. Like I said, it's up to you what you're comfortable doing. Just try not to kill them, unless, you have no choice, Lethal force only if absolutely necessary. The idea really behind self-defense is not really to hurt the other person. It's mainly to stop them from hurting you. That's the idea behind self-defense, just to stop them from hurting you. Will you hurt them in the process? There's a chance. Yeah. You might, there's a good chance you could. But that's not the main goal. It's really just to stop them so that you can get away and be safe. Because, you're not, intending to hurt people. You're just, trying to protect yourself. Okay. Uber in Tampa. Christine was in tears at the sheriff's office filing a report. Okay. Renegade biker. You can thank local, state, and federal government regulations and ordinances for sucky wages. Uberman Tampa. This guy had his penis exposed, grabbed her hand, and began to move it that direction. Oh, wow. How about that? All right. Let's share that with the group here. Okay. If his ID was on file, maybe he wouldn't have done that to her. You're talking about a guy passenger took out his wiener and then grabbed the driver's hand? Or you're talking about a guy driver grabbed the girl passenger from the back seat and tried to get her to play with his deal? Marquito Spino, thanks, driver man. Good cast. Oh, thanks. Punching out, have an early airport run. My favorite. Gonna visit your channel and subscribe. Appreciate it, Marquito Spino. I appreciate that. Sleep well. Yeah, you got to get your rest, especially for those airport drives. Drive safe. Sweet dreams. Thanks for coming by, and we hope to talk to you again soon. Okay. Craziness. Yeah, guys. Got to do your best. So I'm assuming you all have seen that video by now. I know a lot of other people have jumped on. What I'll do is I'll show it one more time for those of you who have not seen it yet and have jumped onto the live stream here. I'm going to show you the attack. It's just 60 seconds of it so that you can see it as well while we're all here talking about it. Okay, let's see if I get it to load. Maybe. Is it buffering? Okay, same here, thanks. Okay, Uberman Tampa. Yes, the rider pulled his baby maker out and grabbed the driver's hand to basically rub him off. Okay, yeah, that's not cool. That's another deranged passenger. So yeah, we got to watch out for that type of thing. Yeah, ladies, you gotta, protect yourselves even more than the guys do. You should, ladies definitely should have mace for, the freaking pervs. Because yeah, that's gonna happen. Okay, here we go.
it's blocked. There's 2 lanes. You don't see it?
Well, I would have been in that right lane and found that hole right there and truck and jumped off of this lane.
Turn left on 30th Avenue. 30th Avenue.
Excuse me, man. If you're going to be disrespectful, I'll just pull over right now.
Right there at that moment. That's the chance he had.
Stop! Lucky! Oh! What the man? You're doing nothing! Please! Oh my God!
Yeah, he had at least a few seconds after the first barrage to, stop the car, get the keys, and get out of there. Definitely should have done that. And even after that, once the guy was climbed over, the guy was in a vulnerable. The attacker was in a vulnerable position himself because he was over the seat, and the guy could have grabbed his arm. So he could have easily grabbed the guy's arm, pulled down, and put the guy in a headlock. That's the other thing that I probably would have done myself. Hang on, I gotta stabilize this. But not everybody is comfortable doing that, and I get that. But yeah, for those of you who are comfortable with that, that is another thing that he could have done at that moment. Pulled him down, pulled him towards him because his head was kind of over the seat. His leg was even in the center console, so there was a chance for him to. Whoops, knocking my stuff down here. There was a chance for him to pull him forward into like the dash area, and could have curled his arm around the guy's head and just socked him, to slow him down, and then gotten out. That's another option, but it's totally up to each individual what they want to do. Not everybody wants to take that risk, So, yeah. Okay, but yeah, that's messed up. Okay. Oh, you have a link to that one? Okay. I'll show that one, Uberman Tampa. That's her video, I think. Okay. Renegade Biker, if you get a chance, check out what Lyft pays Northwest Arkansas drivers compared to drivers in LA. I will post a video of it on my channel soon. Okay. Uberman Tampa, the old lady got out and fled the scene too. Yeah, she was, possibly in danger herself. The guy was Uberman Tampa. I'd have ripped his balls off so he could not have contaminated the rest of the world. Army trained here. Good. Yeah. Like I said, someone who has been in the Army is more comfortable doing that. You have that experience. You have some training. Use it if that's what your instinct tells you to do. That's up to you. You get to decide how and when you're going to react to somebody attacking you. It's up to you whether you, defend yourself, how you defend yourself. It's ultimately your decision. You want to try not to kill somebody, but at least, defend yourself and hurt them a little bit if you have to, or it's your choice not to. You don't like to fight. You don't want to fight. Then just get the hell away from the person. Call the cops and let them deal with it. We're all different. All us Lyft and Uber drivers, we don't have the same personalities. We're all like just different people doing this job. So the way that I react will be different than the way Marquitos Pino might react. It'll be different than the way Let's Roll Tina reacts. It might be different than how Renegade Biker 24 reacts. Uberman Tampa feels comfortable doing something physically. So good, it ranges. Bronc Dog, or hit the gas, crash the car, send him through the windshield. Could have been, yeah. Once he was over the seat on the second attack where he's doing more grabbing, yeah, he could have done that, but then he'd been putting himself at risk too. Crashing the car is also dangerous for the driver, and, you know, he's screwing up his car as well. And could have been dangerous for the old lady, you know, even though, you know, she was with him, it doesn't necessarily mean that she would deserve to get hurt as well. She didn't tell him to attack, you know, she just, I guess, called the ride and was there and seemed to be surprised and like outraged and like concerned that the guy couldn't believe, shocked that the guy attacked him. So I don't think it would have been fair to put her at risk. So crashing the car, descend through the windshield, no, really the best thing would have been to either use some kind of a physical self-defense technique after stopping the car or just getting out. Okay, Uberman Tampa. I don't want to see anyone get hurt in this job. Yeah, me neither. The old lady attempted to stop him. Kind of. It was more verbal stoppage. There wasn't much physically, I guess, she could do. Yeah, the guy was a freaking, you know, acting like an animal. I'm joking. We don't have commercial insurance. Gotcha. Yeah. We know, Bronk. I know, right? Yeah, I know. I was more playing along with your sarcasm. Okay. What's this smiley here? What does that do? Oh, emojis. Okay. Do. What's this here? What does that do? Okay, that doesn't do anything. What's this do? Participants, pop out chat, toggle timestamps. Yeah, eventually I'll figure out the super chat thing. But yeah, in the meantime, if you guys are watching this video, please give me some of these guys. They're free. Do not cost you any money to hit those thumbs up. Do not cost you any money to chat here. So feel free to say hello or something. I don't bite, not hard anyway. Maybe just a little bit. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't yet. Val's review. Got to get a dash cam. Yeah, you should definitely have one. Everybody who does this job should have one. No excuse. So they're really not that expensive. You can get them on Amazon as cheap as $20. I've seen them, you know. Mine was $33, smaller kind. I don't have it with me right now. It's in my car, but yeah, it's a decent one, records in HD. Yeah, get one. Definitely get one. Definitely get one. Maybe one for the front and one for the back, or you can get the kind that records both front and back. Those are a lot more expensive, the ones that record both the front and the back at the same time. But if it's worth it to you and you want to spend the money, go for it. Just make sure that, don't leave it in your car, take it with you, never leave something expensive in your car. I never leave more than $100 worth of value of anything in my car overnight, ever, just in case they happen to do break in. Worst case scenario, what I'll lose is less than $100. So yeah, if it's something that's worth $20, $25, not that bad, but yeah, you don't have to spend that much money. You can just get a simple one. And then if you sense that the guy is, unstable, turn it around. That's what Edward Caban did. The guy who was attacked by the Taco Bell guy, he had a front-facing dash cam that was recording the road. And once he noticed the guy was like, acting weird, and he's like, oh, I'm going to have to kick him out. He was smart. He's like, oh, let me, turn this around in case something happens. And look, something happened. He turned his dash cam around and was able to record what happened because he anticipated that. He sensed maybe that might happen. So, you could always do that. You could just turn it around once you see that the person is talking in a weird way, like, when the guy was saying, oh, no, man, you could have just, pulled into the right lane and then gotten past, blah, 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 when he was trying to give the driver directions and, kind of, acting like Mr. Smarty Pants, jerk, rude. Yeah, that would have been a good time to turn it around to record him. But yeah, what I have in my car, I have a front facing dash cam to record the road. And then I have another phone that actually just have to record the interior. So I have the phone and I have it, on the mount, and then I hit the, the reverse mode. So it's like, it's in selfie mode, like selfie recording mode on the mount, and it's in selfie recording mode. So, you can see yourself and the passengers can see that they're being recorded. They can all see it. So if the guy wants to have the nerve to attack you, knowing that he's being recorded, wow. Okay. Which they might, and his cam might have even been visible, and the guy attacked him anyway. I mean, he was probably going to attack him no matter what, because he was just, if you need a dash cam, go to getnexr.com and I'll give you 30 days to pay the bill. Okay, I'll share that, you guys. If you want to check out Uberman Tampa's dash cam, feel free. Rick Reviews, can you put your Amazon link in the description below? YouTubers make a few bucks that way. I don't have a Amazon affiliate link where I would get paid. They haven't offered me one. I mean, I could provide a link to the one that I have. I'm more than happy to. I will, actually. After the stream is over, I'll put that in the description, the link to the one that I have. Sure. Not going to make any money off it. That's okay. Just so you know. But I'll share it. Bronc Dog, my dash cam paid for itself. Sure. Uberman Tampa, I keep mine turned toward the car. Okay. Val's Review, it's different than an affiliate. You have to go there and create it. Oh, okay. So that's something I can do myself. All right, maybe I'll do that. Sure. Not a bad idea. Uberman Tampa, they'll give you 30 days to pay the bill, not mail. Oh, I apologize, Uberman. I thought that was your own thing that you were talking about. Okay, so that's not your company. You're just saying that they give you 30 days to pay the bill. But I mean, you could do that. I mean, you could do that with any credit card. I mean, if you purchase anything with a credit card, you have 30 days to pay the credit card company too. Unless maybe yours gives you 30 days to even register your credit card, so you actually have 60 days to before you even have to pay the credit card. So if that's the case, okay. Otherwise, I mean, you could do the same thing with whatever website that you want, like Amazon or whoever. You can do that with a credit card and not have to pay the bill for, a month and not have to pay interest. I do that. I pay my credit card bill in full every month so that I don't have to pay, because I hate interest. I hate interest fees, paying extra money, because it's like paying more for the item, I used to have a lot of credit card debt. And I just got tired of paying interest, because it's just throwing my money away. Why am I paying for interest? Why am I throwing this extra money just, to give them extra money for lending me, their money, Why? It's just, a waste of money. So I caught up. I worked extra hours, extra shifts, doing deliveries, doing Uber and Lyft, saved up my money and just paid it off. I would throw $500 a month at it, until cleared it off. And then now I pay the bill in full every month. I haven't paid interest in, I don't know, maybe 8-9 months, and I'm not going to, just got to discipline yourself. I watch how much I spend and make sure that what I spend, I'm going to make that in that month, so that I can pay for it, so that I'm, minimizing the cost of the, dinners that I buy, or the, clothes that I buy, or the, electronics that I buy, whatever you spend your money on. No need to spend that extra money. It's like you're being, it's like you would have just, been charged more at the store, why pay, $20 plus, $2 in interest or whatever, when you can just pay 20. That's me. Okay, enough of my credit card seminar. No code for Nexar. Okay, Uber and Tampa. They don't ask you for a card number. They'll send you the camera, then give you 14 days to use or return, then another 14 to pay. Okay. Cool. So, I mean, if you are strapped for cash right now, if you don't have, you know, any extra money right now, maybe you're just, you know, struggling paycheck to paycheck right now, then I suppose you could do that. I don't know what their prices are, if they're any better than Amazon's, but Uberman Tampa would know more about that than I do. But if you want to compare prices, sure, go ahead. You know, look on Nextstar, look on Amazon, and if it's not, you know, more expensive than Amazon, and you can, you know, you have a little extra cash, an extra, you know, 30, 35 bucks to buy the dash cam, then go ahead and I would say, yeah, maybe, you know, just go ahead and buy it there. But if you don't have the money and you need an extension, then yeah, nice of Uberman Tampa to share that option for any of you who just would be like, oh, I would, but I just don't have the money right now, you know, then there's an extra month to save up the money if you need to. Okay. Uberman Tampa 79 for the camera, full HD. Cool. Yeah, not bad. I mean, the one that I bought full HD was 33. One side. I don't know if the one you're talking about does both, but if it does, that's a good deal. If it does both front and back at the same time. If it's just one side, you can get an HD one cheaper than that. But yeah, still a cool option. It's an option to get a camera and have a few extra days to pay. Everyone needs a camera. Hell yeah, absolutely. Everybody has to have one. Everybody should have one. No excuse whatsoever. You should definitely have one. Yeah, guys, just it's a savage world out there. So, you guys, I think I'm gonna hop off here. It's been like almost an hour. I'm gonna hop off and gotta eat dinner. Actually, haven't even eaten dinner yet, so I'm gonna grab some dinner. Thank you all for swinging by. Let me make sure I mention everybody. Jonathan Tulin, Rick Reviews, Let's Roll Tina, Val's Review, Team LMDU, Marquitos Pino. Who else was here? Renegade Biker 24. Bronc Dog. I think that's everybody. Thank you guys all for coming by. I appreciate it. Like, if you haven't liked this video yet, squish that thumbs up. Like I said, it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to my channel either. Totally free. Just click of a button. Please support if you haven't yet. And you guys be safe out there. Have, you know, a weapon in your car, something concealed to protect yourself from any wacko that might get into your car. Drive safely. Be ready, you know, read your customers, be aware of what's going on. Be ready to protect yourself with a stun gun or mace, get something, and be ready to, you know, protect your lives, defend yourselves, be ready to save your lives if you have to, because Lyft and Uber, you know, we all know they don't give a shit, and, you know, their customer hotline, emergency hotline isn't going to, you know, send a robotic visual being through your smartphone and appear as a physical presence to shield you. That'd be pretty neat. You know, as much money as Uber has, they should invent that, you know, instead of like the self-driving cars, they should invent like a technology that, you know, like a virtual security bodyguard guy that just appears and kicks the customer's ass if they attack you. That's what's up. And vice versa. That would kick, you know, your ass if you're an asshole driver and you attack the passenger. Anyways, we'll see what technology does in the future. You guys have a great night. Rock on, get that money, and we'll talk to you later.